is what it is. Scratching the surface. You know what it is.
We started now, yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, so introduce yourself.
Miss Candy Rain.
And
Cozzi. Lee Marvin Hichman, author of Born in Prison.
right, yeah, and we've got Dan in the background.
And who are you, bro?
Neville Thompson.
What do you do?
Scratching the surface, documentary. So Marvin, last time we was here, man, it was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was everywhere I want it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we kind of, you know what, I'm kind of want to discuss, right? I want your opinion on like what do you think of like the drugs being brought into the country and like stuff like that? Do you what you want with all that, like
drugs.
the hard drugs? Like back in the day, I know back in the day we used to do what we used to do, yeah. But now times have changed and like all as I see now is like old like grannies or people's mums and that on drugs and that.
Depression.
Kind of breaks my heart.
The Great Depression.
What do you think about legalising it?
I don't know. There's an argument for legalising it, but I'm not so sure. You know what I mean?
But what about cannabis then? Cannabis.
Cannabis has been legal since 2018.
So why can't we just smoke it? Why did I get arrested for smoking it then? Or not arrested.
Doing something illegal.
Because
you're not allowed to
you're not on
smoke
the
it.
register, innit? Kind of.
You're not allowed to smoke cannabis, bro. Well, you vape it. You've got to vape cannabis.
Okay.
And these type of videos get nowhere, do they? Cause you don't go out, do they? Them videos talking about drugs, really.
Yeah. You've
Dead.
got to be careful what you got to talk about.
Dead anyway.
Gotta be careful what you say.
Because my opinion on that, like you even saying about people's grannies and mums and that, why has it come to that? Because everyone's lost and trying to detach themselves from reality.
Yeah, a lot.
You
of
understand?
That. A lot of people trying to break away from what's really going on. I guess, yeah.
Some of them not just
a lot of sad
people who were on drugs when they were younger and have never got out of them, and now.
I think there's room for. There's a lot of scapegoating going on in this country at the minute with blame games and all that lot. But I do think there's a fair argument like where people are talking about like they say these illegals who are coming over on boats and they're non-documented and they're committing crimes and stuff like that. You know, there's room for to be worried about that type of stuff.
Don't go too deep. Look at this. Don't go too deep. Don't go too deep.
Because we're going to go off the subject. You talk about the drugs coming in and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So all right. So you've already got heroin users. They go down to the chemist. They get the morphine.
Yeah.
So it's kind of already thingy anyway.
Right.
Once you go through the doctor, it's kind of not legal, but they're kind of controlling it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So,
but that's not quenching the thirst of a drug dealer, drug user,
I'm an ex-heroin and crack addict. I've been clean 2 years. You know, like the goal. What I say is not legalise it at all. I take it out of the country completely, make it a life sentence for anyone selling heroin and crack.
I love that.
Because basically,
get killed.
no, I'd say just get rid of heroin completely. I don't think you'll ever get rid of crack, but I think if heroin, just get rid of it completely. Life sentence or chop your arm off, simple as that.
Yeah, but you've got to.
As for methadone script, so what made me change, I got stabbed by there, about 3 inches from the heart. I died twice.
Wow.
I was on 50 mil of methadone. I woke up, I met God and I never took my script again, and I've stayed clean ever since. I haven't used the substance since. And that methadone rattle was worse than any heroin rattle. So what they want to do at these CGL places, they want to feed you full of scripts. You're on a script, you're chained to the chemist, you can't go away. Plus,
pharmaceuticals again.
everybody who's on a script is still using on top of their script.
You just turn it into a pharmacy.
They're just controlling it, aren't
They're
they?
controlling it, and they're going to make a lot of money off it, and they're not going to get rid of the problem. That's not the argument.
That's
an argument.
But there is countries that they have made things legal, and it seems to have brought down crack. The other argument
I do think it should be fully legalised. I have talked about that before.
You're not criminalising the drug users. You're taking it away from you say you want to fight crimes. You're taking it away from the criminals who are making all the money on it. But then you hand it into pharmaceutical hands. So
it's already in pharmaceutical hands, though, isn't it? Really?
You think so?
They've got a place in Scotland. When I was in Glasgow, I went and spoke to them. They've got like a legal
area where they can use it.
injecting room. Yeah, but what's happening is that's right next to all the hostels, what's happening is say you're a drug user, you're not going to be asked to walk there if you're rattling. You're just going to carry on. So nobody hardly uses it. They're all just still using in their room. So it's and then that area's been that scattered with needles, etc.
It's just known then, it's just a lost cause, isn't it? And I guess if you went in that hostel, why would you have any reason to need to stop using, would you? You wouldn't need to stop using, would you, if there's like, you know, an illegal room?
But what do you think's going on with the world that people are losing everything is just, it just seems that everything's on top of you every day. Do you know why is
It's
it
called
like that?
globalization, that. It's because, do you know what it is?
Globalization?
Because, well, it means that the world is moving around. The third world, the third world used to be locked off in it. You know, you used to see people go over Africa on a plane and stuff. Now, literally, Africa's doors are open in it to the world. You know, because they know the precious metals that Africa's got in its ground and stuff like that. So there's a kid who did a TED talk, don't know his name, he says America's the equivalent now to, Africa's the equivalent now to America, it was in 1977, and they've earned $20 trillion since then, so they're saying that Africa's turning the same way. And that's why if you see so many black people on the buses at the minute and stuff like that, is because they've opened the doors to Africa, haven't they? They've let people move on a massive scale, like it's causing wars in little African countries, and then people want to move somewhere, so they're moving to the north, you know, the south of Europe, coming to the west.
See, when I grew up, there was hardly any of this that's going on now. And now you walk up Moston Lane, they've got signs in some barbers, no whites allowed.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen them on Moston Lane? The Africans, they got no whites allowed. So it's like...
So there's a
Sorry,
divide.
that's a bit controversial, isn't it? But do you know what? This is where I become to get a little bit because
what do you think about that? Spit it out, man. You might agree, you might not agree.
yo, like I know it's not
I
nice
think it's
in it.
absolutely disgraceful.
It's not nice in it for
I feel-
any race to go on like that and ostracise. Is that the any other culture or race or whatever? I think it is disgusting.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is kind of.
Each way back and forth.
But remember how much suppression people have been under.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weight being carried on black people's shoulders. What I've just said, people say, oh, it's a chip on your shoulders, this and that. I was talking before, Ruby Bridges is still alive, the first black lady to go to integrate to a white school. She's still alive, she's 70 odd. It wasn't that long ago.
No.
People of colour have experienced so much shit, and then you'll get someone come along like the Henry Novak, and people start saying two-tier policing, when black people have been getting discriminated by the police for fucking since the people started coming in.
Yeah, but it's still being discriminated against.
Still to this day now being discriminated.
In some parts of the country they are, but not everywhere.
So they have got a law now where they treat ethnic minorities different. I'm 30, I don't get in trouble anymore, so don't really abuse. I don't get nicked filming, which I like to do. But I'm 30, but you know, I can understand why there's a rise in this white nationalism that's rising in Britain, and it's scary because it's.
Do you not think?
But it's always been there anyway.
Undocumented.
No, it's been worse than ever now.
Undocumented immigrants is trending now. It's a trend, yeah. And you look at people stick figures. I think the last time
There's only about 60,000
undocumented
migrants in there.
But the moment I don't
276,000.
And how do you feel about that?
Me, undocumented migrants.
What does that? Cause
I kind of feel sorry for them in a way because I understand that people, like, look, if I was 8 years old living in Botswana and my mum had a mud hut, I'd be on the third boat and I'd be scraping to get there.
But
I'd be crazy not to go to the west.
Do you like for your views about being like that, being like a white? Do you get stick for that though? Saying no, what you saying? How you saying that? Does it feel like? Do you get people coming at you?
Yeah, you get death threats all
I
the
get
time.
death threats off. So I'm of the understanding, mate. This is my. If you're born here or you come over, second generation, legal migrant, whatever, you're welcome. If you're coming in illegally undocumented, I didn't want to go too, but if you're coming in illegally undocumented, I'd deport you straight as soon as you got to the border. But like, I grew up in a multicultural thing. I have no qualms with any other race, but I get called far right and racist for saying that, and it's just not true.
Because they can't be differentiate, yeah.
I think you're just being logical in it.
Yeah.
Some people,
Yeah,
some
logical.
people move with emotion, because if I move with emotion on that one, I'd be like, I kind of don't care if they come here, because it doesn't, like, it's not changing
Humans,
nothing
innit?
for me. Yeah,
Humans.
humans, that's it.
Everyone's
Like,
human. Check this one. Check this to the argument.
Emotionally.
All right. So then you got immigrants and refugees coming to the country. Like our parents did. Like thousands did.
Yeah.
They contribute in a positive way. Pay the taxes. All that. So then we've got an argument of undocumented people who are criminals in their countries and then come here and commit violent crimes. Now that is a governmental issue. That's not an immigrant issue to take up all immigrants. That's an issue to take up with the government. So is that a fair argument that why are we letting undocumented people who could have criminal records, violent criminal records? Is that at least an argument?
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
I'm just trying to. So there's a rise of white nationalism.
So what would you do about them then?
This might be controversial, but if you come into the country, right, and you have not got any ID, maybe you should be brought into a detention centre so you can be scrutinised until we know who you are. If
Vetted.
you're a criminal.
Vetted,
If you are
yeah.
getting to
But see, the thing is, they follow their passports and everything on board, so you don't know who they are.
you go to a detention
So
centre.
I see it on a daily basis what's going on, like the grooming in Piccadilly Gardens
Yeah,
by a
okay.
majority Asian community,
Okay.
Kurdish, Turkish, Afghani community.
So you
It's
think
not
it's
from the
grooming?
black community, it's from the Asian. And
Get that.
I don't want to like put the blame, but it is. I see it every day in every
something to
city I
speak
go.
about, though, it's something.
I see it in every city I go to. I go to a lot of
Very
cities to see
concerning
it.
what you're saying.
Do you mean that
100%,
grooming?
when you're talking about grooming
Grooming.
girls, grooming
Grooming.
boys, grooming, and it's a scary thing, and it's real.
If you look in Piccadilly Gardens at about 11 o'clock at night, there's about 60 migrants, Afghanis,
Yeah.
all ballied up, all hooded up, and then there's young 14, 13, 15-year-old girls just scattered about, just most of them are missing from the children's home. They're constantly getting took the same one. There's always a young mixed race bird that I phone the police to come and pick her up every time because she's missing. And it's quite scary to see. It's in the middle of the city centre.
Kids that I deal with at the
But you know what,
Cozzi?
Cozzi? Do you know what, Cozzi? If I seen you filming that, I would salute you. You know, I know it's a difficult one to film because of the amount of people, but I'd probably change my views on auditors and filmers if I see.
And you see me, I'm
Yeah.
from,
No,
I'm
no,
from,
you
I'm
are.
from Manchester,
You are
and
to
I've
me.
never been in Piccadilly at that time of night to see these things, really.
I'm there quite a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I see it all the time.
Is this not moved then? Is this not moved, yeah? Is this not a societal thing? that's
Why is
moved?
that happening?
Now, check this out. Now
Yeah,
it's
it's
now it's
there.
Afghanistan's and other people from certain countries that are doing it in Piccadilly Gardens. 30 years ago, them kills in them hostels and all that, they were getting abused by other people who weren't. Then there was someone else. These are now the current thing. But don't get me wrong. That I think they should be run. If that's what's going on, I think
Yeah,
they
yeah,
should
yeah.
be run. They shouldn't be. I didn't know that was going on. And you got to ask yourself, what? So what? Do the police not have? Do the police not get involved in this? Or?
The police cracked down since flipping the mayor of Manchester's been running for MP. The police have done like some mad swoop in town, but it moved to the northern quarter.
Okay.
And then they've had because Northern Quarter's like a different type of vibe to the Piccadilly vibe. It's like quite
Right.
posh. I think it is. Anyway, I'm from Harper, so I think it is. Like, do you know? And, and it's
I get
moved.
ya.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
back
yeah,
to the
yeah,
gardens now. It's crazy.
How do you think? But listen to me. I used to chill in town. Yeah, we used to go in town and it was just like it was I was just there was like, no, I mean, it wasn't like that, but there was punters and all that, and the thing, and you go
Yeah,
to town after
Yeah.
car minding and all that.
Yeah, there was punters and there was working
pump
girls, but now
rockers
it's
and all-
there's a lot
It's
of it's
still there.
blurred now.
This is
and
what
it's-
I'm
Still there.
This is
Well,
what
no,
I'm
the
saying.
blurred now.
Society's changed and the dynamics of things have changed. In our day, there's loads of working girls all down Tip Street, all over the place. There was lots of scammers going in and out the
Withington Road,
arcades.
I remember them on
Yeah,
Withington
Withington
Road.
Road.
They're in
Right.
Cheetham Hill now.
There was a lot.
Strangeways.
There was a lot of scammers
Strangeways.
in and out of all the arcades, this and that. There was a lot of street robbers. There was a lot of grooming going on, but it wasn't from a certain set of Asian people from that part of Asia. So the dynamics have changed. So do we not have to look at the whole thing as a whole, what the fuck is going wrong? It's just changed from them girls used to get groomed by this set of people, now they're being groomed by this set of people. They used to be groomed over there, now they're being groomed over here, and now there's 50 cameras watching that grooming happening. You get me? And it seems like he's in where this was.
Well, I wanted to start a charity. I wanted to start an organisation, and I still am, and it's going to be called Don't Turn a Blind Eye, and that's going to be to encourage people, more women, victims of sexual predators, violent and sexual predators, to report it to the police, because I think that is the most honourable thing to do. A rapist shouldn't be living in the neighbourhood. He shouldn't have raped your mate's younger sister 10 years ago, and he still sat there.
It's not.
He should have been reported and locked up.
It's not snitching when it comes to anything like that.
It's not informing, because when I used to go to prison, they build separate prisons for sex offenders. The sex offender prisoners don't live on the wings with us.
Last time I was in jail, last time I was in jail, they ran out of space.
They've changed again.
They ran out of space. There's no space.
They've changed again now, because of the murders.
You'll be on the wing now, even in Forest Bank, you'll be on the wing. And I got on quite well with a screw. I'm not going to say where he worked, because it might sit, but he used to tell us, he used to say, like, listen, there's 250 nonce beds in this thing, but there's 700 in the jail. And then next thing you know, on the wings, people are getting evicted, or people are you can Google people's names now on the wings. So it's like,
so you listen to this, and I saw on a certain time, you know, when the papers on Forest Bank, you don't get the papers, you know that something's going on, something's happening. You've got the papers out, the judges are not to the wing, or something's happened. That's how we know. But there's loads of my people. But that's what I feel, that there's no spaces, not enough spaces. I've been in jail, and I'm like, yo, this like, I saw say, Bass, show me the thing, show him, and then he's got off the wing, and it's like you found out, and then they've gone. They'll say to you, like, don't want to mention, they say like, you can tell by the ones that we don't talk to, the ones that we don't really communicate with. You should know.
Some prison officers tell you don't need.
Some of them do. You get me? I was in. Listen to me. I don't care. I was in one of the most racist jails. Was it Castleton, man? But I swear to God, you got to stand on your own in there. Do you get me? I seen a kid, that's Brandy bashing, the guy, the screw put his paper up, he walked away, just put his paper up, the kid got smashed in, walked back down, sat down, and just looked, and that's it, just left into it, man. Do you get me? Madness.
You see that whole topic though, it's a sticky one for me, grooming, like sexual predators, because that's been a lot of what I've experienced through life. You understand? So, and that don't even happen.
That's why I want to start an organisation.
People that are not from here.
I was going to say,
that's all happening from your home, and
did that come from people who you knew?
Home. That started at home.
So I mean, it's an actual problem, isn't it?
It's a huge problem.
I used to say, people who say, let's say about women and children, do you do anything for women's hostels? Do you do anything for rape victims? Do you do anything like practical rather than just saying save our women and children? You get me?
So I go and video some of the protests, and I look about, right, I'm gonna get slated for this, but I look about, half of them don't work, right, half of them are on benefits and half of them don't vote, so they're shouting save our country and they won't even go to the polling station and vote. And it cracks me up.
It's mad because we shouldn't have to pick a side, should we? We shouldn't have to pick a side. We should, like, there should be some balance, understanding, and that's why I try and push that wrong-uns are wrong-uns. You should get dealt with harshly. Anyone with a sensible mind.
Listen, the laws are so skewed at the minute. If you go into a pub and have a fight with a man and a glass gets broken, he cuts his hand, and you're unfortunate to get charged with Section 18, and if you're another kettle of fish, if you're a beast and you do something to a child, you're getting about the same sentence.
There you go. To the law in itself. I see something online where they were saying we need to start looking at paedophiles like they are human beings.
No, they need shooting.
I can't go.
This is where they try to push us, because we are kind of living in a paedophile nation.
Kids are sexualised very, very young. But even kids' clothes, I think some of them are outrageously just revealing and exposing, and I can't wrap my head around it. And even some kids are sexualised, I've been around children who are like sexualised kids and the young, and you can just see it in them. And it's
Yeah,
like,
because the uncle's probably been touching on them from young, so they can't differentiate what's wrong or right, because now they're just used to doing something that someone's put on them.
Well, listen to this show, but listen
Do
to
you know what I mean? And
Listen
it's too young
to
to
this, what I'm saying,
understand.
but what do you think that we know this issue, but what about, do you think it's swept under the carpet in the black communities more than the
100%.
yeah, it is, yeah.
Because when I
didn't
spoke
know
on
what to say.
things,
there's a lot of
it's
girls
shocking
living with
to
trauma
see
that
how
are
many
can't
people
address it.
resonated with my
Yeah.
my story.
I don't, as a white man, I don't hear much about the black community doing it. Out there.
Do you
Yeah.
know?
Well, there you go.
Because it's very hush hush.
It's under the
very
carpet.
again controversial, but
It's embarrassment, innit? Shame on the family. Or you're lying, do you get me? So people have got to go through that. But I'm not listening. I've been with a lot of girls who said, the situation, I'll say to them like, why do we want the door closed?
But even the
Why do we want the door
situation,
closed? It's
so
a reason.
obviously I was born in the 80s. In the 90s when I was kind of coming out on road, it was raw as a young pretty girl who would walk road, like Ayers Road, yeah, and get noticed and whistled by an older man. Do you know what I mean? Uncle looking type. You know what I mean? It was going on. That's what was going on. Come, do you want a lift?
times
Do you want
were
Yeah, I
mad
mean-
back then.
It's not
because-
changed though, it's still the
because
same.
it's just-
Because he's saying it's kind of the
Yeah.
same
It's
now.
the same, but again, the old
online.
thing has changed because back in the day, I remember girls who were like 15, 16 waiting for 18, 19-year-old guys for them to finish school, and nobody batted an eyelid.
No,
The
that's
teachers
true,
didn't
yeah.
say nothing.
Cars
The
outside
parents
waiting
didn't say
for
nothing.
them, yeah.
All the guys who seen the girl going out and getting in the guy's car never said nothing.
Yeah.
Strange that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. It's like just society is the same problems are going on, but the dynamics have changed of it all. It's a different set of suspects. It's a different set of victims, and the truth is, how do we get to the bottom of it? Because society. Our superiors seem to look at nonsense and child abuse and all that not as bad as us guys seem to see it. So maybe there's even something like that. With all this going on in Piccadilly Gardens and in places
Very
of
concerning,
public places, that should be able to get shut down immediately. It's a
should be,
public
yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Put down some restrictions.
Yeah.
Put down some warnings. Drag them in and say we catch you doing anything like that again. What do you get me? Why is it being left
I'm going to
to
mention
to
that to a
happen?
couple of people who I know anyway.
I commend you for videoing that.
I think it gets left because I'll be honest. I think the police, some people in the police are scared of being called racist, or scared of being called this, or scared. And really, they should just clamp down on it.
They should clamp down, yeah.
Same as the upskirters we caught. Me and another filmer, Mad Manny, we caught these upskirters. You know that were filming at Bird Skirt.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
have you seen them creepy channels on the night?
I know what
So
upskirt
we
is,
caught
but I'm
two
not
of them.
seeing
we
them,
caught
yeah.
two
There's
of them.
even guys, sorry to interrupt you and hold that thought, there's even guys that are waiting for girls to come out of clubs drunk. I've been one of them.
And they will film you. That's what he's on about.
Did we catch a
That's
lot
who
of
he's
them?
talking about.
We
Yeah.
catch a lot of them.
Is it? Waiting to
We-
see who comes out twisted.
we catch a
Twisted
lot.
and take.
Tell him,
Sorry,
Cozzi.
We catch a lot of them and put them online, you know, doing it.
Okay,
So we had this this blue coat guy, I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen him. We
I haven't
mithered
seen
him and
it.
caught him and caught
I've
him and
seen
caught him
Okay.
until the police had to act and arrest him.
Right,
Okay.
But then also we caught these upskirters, you know, like go and film the birds up the
Yeah.
skirts and that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the same two that we caught, the BBC News and all the news channels used our footage to put it. They didn't ask us for it. They didn't ask us for it. They just used it.
Because here lies some of the problem. That, is disgusting, and all of us with sound minds know that. Now, the people who are now trying to divide us, and I'll say names like your Farage and your Reform, they voted against making upskirting illegal and other things for protection of women. So this is why I think
Well, I think
we're
that's
getting
a-
led
that-
down. We're getting led down a stream of division by the wrong type
I
of
think
guys
that's a
who are doing it
discussion
for
for another day, and I
ulterior,
think we could do a really good
for
podcast on that in
ulterior
the future.
motives.
I think, yeah. So I come out of jail and I was like, what the fuck's going on? This whole, like, I think that, like, the whole of Britain's getting divided into sections.
And
Same
there's
as
a
like
massive,
this,
there's a massive transfer of wealth at the
this-
same time from the poor to the rich.
This with the Sikh community at the moment. So from what I saw, the white men and the Sikhs have always like half stood together,
Yeah,
and now they've got a divide. It's like everybody's getting put into sections. One,
It's true,
like,
man.
like I can't remember her name. Like she said, we're all just human beings. We're all just.
Check this out. I live in Wigan at the minute. 12 years ago when I moved to Wigan, it was only me and this other black family on my estate.
It's funny, I lived in Ashton and Makerfield of all the places, what's going on
That's
now.
just down the road,
I had
We're having a
place
big
in
thing with Andy Burnham and Reform, So anyway,
Oh,
I've lost my train of thought, man. What was we
Wigan.
talking? Wigan, right. So I've lived in Wigan for 12 years. It was just me and this other black family, big estate we live on. And then, now, years later, I go out in the morning and there's loads of Africans because they've decided to put a lot of Africans in Wigan, especially where I am, Hindley. But do you know what I see them doing? I see them getting up in the morning and going to school and going to work at a bus stop like everyone else. You get me? So everyone's just trying to survive.
They're professionals as well, like, sorry, because we're black people in it, but the Africans, they put in the work. They go uni, they do the thing.
Yo,
You know
listen,
what I
that's what
mean?
we were talking about this morning with the Africans, because we're going to have to finish up on a lighter note, man. It's a conversation. Listen to this, yeah? Listen, yeah, man. Listen to this, yeah? We're trying to finish this, man. Do you get me? Listen, so anyways, yeah? Flipping, my man, innit? What we're talking about, the Africans, man, the Africans are going over and beyond, man. They don't let you rub nothing like that shit. They're going harder than the English, man. I've seen them fight, man, but fucking, man, you get me? It's been massive. They will protect you on stuff. Sit down.
I know, how can we finish it on a night note, guys? I'd like
It
to
was
say,
beautiful though, and that's what it's about. It's about like coming together and just reasoning it on certain different perspectives.
and do you know what? It's been good to hear your point of view because I'm looking at it completely different.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Sometimes, Cozzi, sometimes I see people doing vlogging on marches, and I think to myself, oh, you're covering this, and it's like, and it's all a bit.
So can
But
I
no,
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah. So on them, I don't do many anymore. I do the big ones.
Yeah.
I do the big ones. I don't because I film the drama. That's it. But so I went into them marches trying to speak to both sides.
Yeah.
A certain side, not the British side. A certain side frequently attacked me. Frequently smashed my camera equipment.
Yeah.
And then you can have a chat with a normal left-sided person.
Yeah.
Them radical far left woke for pink hair, furry balls.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
But, like you can't
talk to them.
can't talk to them. They're just they
I
call you. So I've got
far right
about
racist. We're
Yeah,
talking about
they-
hard
Who's
left
very-
people.
they're just like
hard
dogs
left.
like them people, you know.
But then though, Cozzi.
Nah, you have to be very specific with me. You have to tell me.
The
Far left radicals.
the far left radicals, the LGBTQ,
who were cool with everything. Who were like, teach our kids, teach our kids. You know the type of people who say teach our kids about
I
non-binary
hear
and
you,
the
and
sex
it's all
and shit
gone a
like
bit
that.
left now,
Things can go too far, can't they?
Yeah, it's all getting a bit too
But
much.
Cozzi, and we can also look at that like, all right, I respect people who lean to the right, yeah, because we've all got our own views, we're all entitled to them. But what about, just let me land, Cozzi? Just let me land. So what about them far right people who I can't talk to, who no matter whatever I say to them, they are just not ever gonna like me or like multiculturalism. And the guys who are going,
to me either.
and the guys who are going in the park saying, "Come on, lads, we need to get fit, we need to get ready. There's a race war going to start." What should we not be taking concern of that?
They don't talk to me because I've got Israeli in me. They won't talk to me.
Because really, they don't like anyone. They don't like anyone unless you're just as straight. Pure,
Right.
British.
Well, yeah, man. Listen, on a lighter note, because you know me, I don't like. I bet you how you feel with politics, man. It's just with all.
Go on, what do you want to talk about?
Let's just finish up on a light.
I didn't want it to go down.
I know, I have to say, people, because we didn't want it, we didn't want it. I have to say.
Yeah, listen,
But no, you know what, Cozzi, it's been good. You've been, you know, I've enjoyed hearing your point of view, man.
Yeah, man, it's been
And
good.
it's opened my eyes. It's opened my eyes to vloggers and what you
Can I
do.
say, look, there's a lot. There's a lot of like black British on the right side. In that, there's a hell of a lot.
I will never understand them. I won't, because at the end of the day, I feel like it's creating a hostile environment to me, my family, my children.
What do you mean though? Because you need to explain things in black and white.
Oh, you just keep it on.
Sorry, no, but 1 minute.
People say you'll see on the news like far right march, far right this. I was backstage in London. Half the people backstage were either mixed race, black, Sikh, and white. They were split up.
What
they're saying far right. They're saying.
Because there's no one who we know from our areas. Where are these black dudes coming from who are on these marches? Because we don't know them.
What they're marching about? Sorry.
About women and children, too many immigrants. You know, like you got an African guy with a Britain suit on and Britain glasses.
And they're out there marching about.
And they're marching about
immigrants.
It's too many immigrants.
Really?
To me.
Don't you watch the news?
I can't.
Don't do TV and all that.
Can I end my part on this? Can I end my part on this? Let me end my part on this, yeah. I would say, brother, I would say them people, I can't talk for them, but I don't know any of them, and I don't know anyone who knows any of them, so I don't know where they're coming from. But black people who like in politics, like your Kemi Bandanots, your Cozzi Kwarteng, these kind of people, they don't associate with colour, they associate with wealth and class. That's why people be out there like, why is Kemi Bandanots saying that? Let's get rid of the immigrants, this and that. Because she doesn't see herself as black, she sees herself as an elite. I would like to say, let's recognise everyone's working class.
Right, yeah, so that's a good note. So let's talk about weed. I'm joking. Right, so listen, let's put up, man. So listen to me, have a good time, man. But you know what? It was good to meet you.
It's like Marvin's just dropped a bomb and left.
And just quickly, I don't, and the reason why I don't is for my sanity. I don't do tea because I know there's a lot going on, and I'm an empath. I feel it all. So
what does that mean again, empath?
I feel everything emotionally. Do you know what I mean? So when the people are getting headed off, I feel it deep in my soul.
I get you.
So I kind of shield myself.
Person, innit?
Yeah,
and you feel, some people do that. Some people feel all the pain in the world, and find struggle. They struggle with it. You can be there and you're thinking, well, what's going on in the world? Start crying. Some people are that fucking empath.
But I'm very aware of that, so I don't watch TV too much.
But it's been good to come on, you know. But
beautiful.
Obviously, I want to come in because I do a lot of bads about Manchester, you know, what's going on with my video because it pays. I'll be honest, it pays. But I'd like to come back and do like, you know, speak to some of your artists and that something positive.
We used to get that wrong all the time, you know.
We're going to round this up now. It's been a good conversation and it's been brilliant.
Final thoughts, on this. Final thoughts.
So go on. So Miss Candy Rain, podcast host of Mad Bad Misunderstood.
Check it out, guys.
Check it out. Going forward, you know, I'm just here to enlighten and encourage and empower. You know,
it was good.
I know.
And reason with the rest of the folk,
Yes, man.
Yes.
All right.
Cozzi, final thoughts.
So I'm Cozzi. A lot of people in Manchester know I am a lot of dope.
If you don't check him out,
I do YouTube. I go all over Britain videoing, speaking to people. This is a different kind of day for me. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm gonna come back and visit and speak to some of the artists when it's thing because it's something positive. Yeah. I believe it's something positive for the community.
Come on a little tour around in my side with us, bro. You get me? You pattern, man. You get me?
Because there's a lot of youths that come here as well, and you could probably
you want to see, man. I want you to see, bro. You can come round with us for the daytime, man. You get some jerk chicken. You get jerk chicken and all that, bro. You're gonna have to get used to all that.
I'll be honest.
You don't jerk chicken.
My best mate is from the Barbados. Yeah. So when his mum used to cook for me, some of it I like, some don't. So when she used to cook for me, because she spent ages cooking, I'd sit there and like sometimes I didn't like it and that. And
I'm gonna be controversial. I don't like Bayesian food. It's a bit too sweet.
I don't.
It's a bit too sweet.
Are you Bayesian there?
Put like sugar on the dumplings.
No. Yo, so listen, Marvin, we finished with you. So Marvin,
what's your final thought and who are you?
My final thoughts on this was a great
Combo.
opportunity.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring Cozzi to show
Yeah,
the
man.
difference.
He's hating on me online, you know.
Has it?
So what's going on with you? What's going on with you? With my fellas?
Yo, Cozzi, we've not got his back. Fuck him up, man.
So what it was is what I didn't like is I was seeing a lot of the homeless on the street and didn't want to be filmed and all that. But to be fair, on the person in question, his next video when he came back to Manchester, he made a pint of muffin, everyone saw it to eat in a brew.
Okay,
Kind of shut it down.
Yeah,
like,
man.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Let's break it
Can
down.
I give a finger?
You spoke
I'd
enough,
like
bro.
to say,
You spoke enough, man.
shut up,
Come on,
man.
joking.
Check it.
Really nice, isn't it?
Yo,
Go on, kid.
I'd like to say, yeah, no one's ever gonna agree on everything, yeah. But I think we all know wrongings, but most people are just trying to get along. So can we just be sensible and try and have some understanding about how other people are thinking about certain situations, but let's not dogpile or let's not just all dogpile on things. Let's have proper thoughts about it. If you think something's a certain way, research it before you start blowing up about this and that. Just start researching. Look at the people you're following and you're backing and you believe in. That's on all sides. People who lean left more start thinking about sometimes things can go too liberal. There is such a thing as too much liberalism and everything's just cool. So that's all. Let's find some balance, guys. That's my final thought.
Be on the show, man.
My last
Do,
thought
man.
on that
Yeah.
is you cannot see borders from space. So
There never used to be borders when the world was born. Food was free.
So
Water was free.
That was good to finish up on,
Land
innit?
was
That was
free.
good to finish up on, innit? That was a good one, that,
Everything
man.
was free, man.
What's it?
Yeah, man. Safe, guys.
Beautiful.
Really good.
Respect to everyone, man. Made it worth it.
It's what it is. Scratching the surface.